shock you kind of when you think about your group's character to stay in games when calls aren't going your way, when you're in these tough positions? Are you shocked at all that that's how you guys show up in these games?
No, not really. I don't think we're shocked. I think we know, what we can do. I think we know kind of who we are. And I think just right now we're just trying to figure out how to get over the hump. We've been in so many close games. We won one overtime game, but I think we've been in a lot of close games against against some good teams. So now it's just how to get the win. How to close out the game.
Are there things that you're doing, obviously outside of the work that you're putting in, to help you evolve as a playmaker?
Just talking to the coaches a lot. The coaches always instill a lot of confidence in me. Team, believes in me a lot. So just watching a lot of film and doing script, kind of knowing where guys want the ball in certain spots. I think my ability to get in the paint draws a lot of attention, and then when Yaka's like only misses 3 shots, and I have Grady Oach out there, Davion played well. Chris came in and was huge off the bench. Bruno, Jamal was aggressive. Jameson, when everybody comes in and comes to play, it makes it easier.
Have you had a teammate like Yak who's just so consistently sound, especially in the paint or in situations where you might need that offensively?
Yak is very special. He's very special. He's a guy that he's not going to come in and say much, but he's going to perform every night. He's very, very consistent for us on both ends of the floor. And I think just the past couple of games, you see how much we need him.
And lastly, for me, I know we talked about free throws before. I'm sure that's something that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened tonight. I'm gonna blame the back-to-back tonight for that one.
We'll start off with maybe the positive. Things, yes, not going the team's way, but what did it reveal to you this game about the group of guys and their character to sit through maybe missed calls or what have you, but to kind of stay in the game throughout the 2 overtimes?
I thought that we played a heck of a game. We played against NBA champion on a back-to-back, came here and gave it all. I thought that we did a really good job taking care of the ball, lowered the number of turnovers down to 9. We got 14 offensive rebounds. We were shooting better from the three-point line. We were shooting better from the field. They got more threes than us, and they made more free throws than us. And that was the difference in the game. Ended up game with 35 assists, played the right way, moved the ball. I'm really, really proud of the fight that we had in this game. With a little bit of luck, a couple of free throws there at the end, it would be different story.
How do you have those kinds of conversations about free throws? Is it just suggesting more reps? Is it putting in more time, making that into practice, just for those moments that require those things?
It's always the answer is the work. Always want to put more work in. Sometimes that's more time on the court, more reps, but sometimes it's going to be mental work as well. How to to visualize those situations, to be in those situations. At the end of the day, you have to go through those situations. Like all the practice and everything, it's great. You got to be in those spots, and it's very valuable for all of our guys to be in those positions on the court at the end of the game and to get better through that.
What have you noticed about how Jakob has been able to contribute in the ways that he has to get that type of performance of him on his second of a back-to-back? Must be something that is a very great positive.
It's very positive. He's been very consistent this year. He did a lot of work this summer that helped with his conditioning, with his performance, with his resiliency, and he's been able to play. Tonight he played 37 minutes. Every night he's playing 30+ minutes, and he's been very efficient for us.
And how have you seen RJ evolve as a playmaker?
That's our ongoing conversation. He had a really good performance today in that regard, finding his teammates, ended up with 15 assists. He needs to do more of that. He needs to have really good balance of when to attack and when to fight his teammates, and we're really focusing on that because I think he has very, very unique talent, that he sees the court, that he's a big guard, that he's left-handed, a lot of things that are going his way, that he can be elite in that regard.
And lastly for me, Grady, I know it took a while for him to get going. It was like a 3 that really personally needed in the game. Still so young, how do you engage Grady in making sure that he knows that like the game's not going to get away from him, but he can still take those shots if he does see fit?
For sure, with Grady, it's constant learning. All of those situations are very new for him. And we had a conversation at halftime, like if you start the game and if you don't get the shots because their defense is so focused on you, or they're too physical, or you miss some shots, you gotta stay in the game and you gotta be there, like, because the game is so long, and then there's gonna be a window of opportunity that you're gonna be able to score and to help your team. And I think the gravity that he's creating with his ability to shoot the ball and how teams are focused to guard him, I think it's opening up a lot of space for other guys.
I'm TJ Ford, and you're watching the Raptors YouTube channel. Check out our latest videos and subscribe to our YouTube page.
Works right into the lane, puts it up and in!
TJ runs away, fades, fires,